Revelio.
I'd like to see your parents, please.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Revelio. Revelio.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
Revelio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Snuck in after I fell asleep.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me, us, but I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom, sister or no.
Are you sure Catherine is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace belonged to the first of the Haggerty women, hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I'd keep an eye on your belongings if I were you. Catcher and all... the eyebrows off your face, you...
Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty. A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry.
Revelio. Revelio.
More gold. I must be getting closer.
Confringo.
I shall avenge your death. I won't rest.
Revelio.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Revelio. Confringo.
These rocks have seen better days.
Revelio. Revelio.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
Confringo. Protego. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
I shall avenge you.
Expelliarmus.
I will. Raindrop won't be stopped. You won't get away with that.
Expelliarmus. Protego. Revelio. Revelio.
I deserve better than patrol duty.
A niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all.
Revelio.
That must be the Haggerty family heirloom.
Revelio. Revelio.
I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief, and his heirloom's coming home. I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing too unmasked, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
What?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its lair.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a niffler to Azkaban. At least I got my heirloom back.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
You as well. What can I help you with?
I hear there's a goblin mine near here. Have you ever seen it?
I've been near it, but never in it. I could likely find some valuable beast products, but it's not worth the risk. Ranrock's loyalists are not ones to be messed with.
How long have you been living in Irondale?
All of my life. My sister and I were raised here. I stuck around. She had other plans.
What sort of products do you sell?
I sell all manner of beast products. I always found beasts interesting, and there's quite a market for them. Fancied I could make a profession out of it.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? Glad you were able to stop by.
I could fall dead asleep on my feet, I could.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Revelio.
It's always my turn.
Confringo.
Won't let you. You call that spell casting? Why can't I hit you? Never seen anything like that before.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Defendo. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo.
Not quite. Pity. Not quite.
Glacial. Protego. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Defender. Lumos. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa.
Glacier. Accio. Arrest them. Leviosa.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
Oh, nice to see you here. Isn't the sea air refreshing?
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I needed to tell you what I've learned. I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb, insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Accio!
Start.
Opening all of these is tempting.
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Defendo! Confringo! Defendo! Accio!
This room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa! Accio!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Defendo! Ecto! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio!
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Defendo! Defendo! Potato! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo!
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then we're abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Accio!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Don't shout outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Confringo. Accio. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
What did you find? Did you hear that?
Accio.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso.
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Glacius. Arresto Momentum.
Before we trudge on
Confringo!
further, I just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Imperio. Accio. Arresto momentum. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Reparo. Accio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Accio.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Levioso. Arresto momentum. Accio.
This
Wingardium
is different than what we
Levioso.
faced before. Now we're also
Levioso.
dealing with rune symbols.
Accio. Accio. Revelio. Accio.
That worked.
Keep going. Wingardium Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Accio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Levioso. Levioso.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Revelio. Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
Accio. Protego.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be?
Revelio.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle. Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperio?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it. Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio!
Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we have to go.
Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Defender! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defender. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Accio.
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know. But not like this.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but...
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
Revelio.
We've always looked out for each other, Ominous.
Confringo.
I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
Accio. Lumos.
need to find a safe way across.
Lumos. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo.